Hello, my name is Twisted, and welcome back. I'm just here to talk a little bit more about VRChat and what's going on with the game right now, and why I, in particular, don't like the release of Easy Anti-Cheat. And with the review bombs I've seen on Steam, it seems a lot of people also agree for many different reasons. So to start, I think I'll explain what VRChat is. So, VRChat is it's a social game. You go from, well, there's a lot of worlds. There are a lot of worlds to go to and try out. All sorts of things you could do. There's like, you could fly planes and shit in like test pilots. You can just go to hangout worlds. There's like places where you can watch movies and shows. And the list goes on. There's a bunch of mini games and like, I don't know. You can play Among Us in VRChat, though that is probably the worst possible thing I could think of doing if I'm not playing Among Us, is just playing Among Us in a different game. To explain also just a bit more about worlds, each world has its own, like, what would I call that, demographic of people. Say you go to Japan Shrine. You're going to find maybe some more Chinese folk, Japanese as well, but for some reason I've been seeing a lot of Chinese. I'm not sure why, but that is a thing. Then we've got the Black Cat. Most people there will hang by the mirrors, just talking with each other. You will notice that a lot of trusted users, like myself, although I can't see my own rank right now, we do end up gravitating towards mirrors too much. That is a problem, but not one I'm going to fix. I don't really care at the moment. That's what VRChat basically is, just go around talking to people. But I think what makes this game great in particular is the amount of choices you have and how to express yourself through avatars. And that's one of the things I'm using right now. You know, I'm Canadian. I couldn't make it any more obvious. I just wasn't sure what to use as an avatar while I was going around, so I ended up using this.
Twisted Gamer.
Yeah.
Are you from Canada?
Huh.
By the way,
How did you know? Let's say, I don't know, if you want to go to a world that's populated with a lot more experienced users, you could go to Midnight Rooftop if you wanted. But that's besides the point. I just needed to explain a bit of what this game is, just in case you didn't really know all that much. Plus, you could just play the game yourself and learn if you'd like. So, at some point or another, if you've played this game, you've probably heard of modding. And to mod this game, you've got to modify the client using Melon Loader, which I'm pretty sure breaches TOS. Actually, I think it does, which, you know, it's whatever, but it brings a lot of things that are useful and or necessary at some points. Say, VRC is generally the first mod you're going to get. It would give you like an extra menu at the top for as many favorited avatars as you want. You could search up avatars by name if the avatars have been indexed and they're public. There would be like instance history, so you can go back to worlds you've previously been in. Say if you crashed and you were talking to someone but they weren't your friend, you won't be able to get back unless there's someone in that world that's a friend and you could join back off of. Or with instance history, you know, you could just go back there with EMM. Or like a flashlight or headlight, say if it's a really dark part of the world and you need to see better. You got a flashlight. Only you'll be able to see that, but still, it's pretty useful. There's a lot of other mods as well. Most of them are just like quality of life. There's some tool ones, some fun ones. Like say haptic suits will need a mod in a specific type of avatar. Those won't work now because ESC got rid of mods. But there was a lot of safety related mods, which this is safety. It's basically what protects you from users' avatars. You can turn on or off certain users like shaders, lights and particles, audio, on all of that stuff. And that can really affect your performance in your game. That's what it means by security. It's just, besides the fact that there will be a lot of crashers that use shaders and whatnot, so you don't want everyone's shaders on. That's usually doesn't end very well. There's other mods like comfy menu. So say you're in VR and you're like laying in a bed and you open up your menu, the menu will open up in front of you like it normally would. With comfy menu, say you're laying down and you open up your quick menu and open up this menu thing right here, it'll actually be like above you, so you don't have to look down at it. There's a few other mods, like Limbs Grabber was one of the fun mods I had, where anyone who I allowed, didn't matter if they had mods or not, could grab different bones on my avatar, or they could actually just pick me up and throw me around. It's pretty fun. There's other mods that are also just useful, like Asked Portal, which was where it would actually ask you if you wanted to go through a portal, because, you know, sometimes you can accidentally walk into them. Or with like Limbs Grabber, I've actually been thrown into portals before. Yeah, no, it's pretty useful. And there's like a whole modding community for VRChat. But with the announcement that EAC is going to be added to the game, which it has now, that changed everything. That pretty much is killing the modding community and making a lot of people very upset. And that is pretty obvious by the review bombs on Steam. Like, holy crap. And so you're probably asking yourself, what is this going to do for VRChat? Is this the end of VRChat? Is it going to be completely unaffected? Well, what I think is going to happen is that a lot of the longer term users are probably going to have less faith in the game, and well, rather the team, because this is very much a community built game. Everything in here is made by the community. VRChat is just the one that hosts it. They are not the developer team, or the company that owns VRChat is not VRChat itself. VRChat is the people who play it, and they killed the mods. So yeah, there are a lot of things that are not going to be very good because of this. You're still gonna get crashed all the time. I don't even have my anti-crasher mod anymore, the one that like stops me from getting crashed by shader crashers, because that mod has, I can't use that mod. I can't use mods. So I'm even more vulnerable than I was in the first place now with EAC, because I've never seen a mod crasher. I've only seen avatar crashers. So who knows? But yeah, no, it certainly isn't going to kill VRChat or anything. It's not the end of the world either. If you want a more open community game, then I really want to point you towards Chill Out VR. Give it a few days and just explore around a bit and see, you know, just the players there. If you're one of the more like long-term VRChat users, I do recommend trying out Chill Out VR, even if it isn't a Switch. It's just there's a lot of like-minded people there right now, hoping maybe Chill Out will be their escape. I actually just thought the game was really fun when I played it. I had a good conversation with some people, and I learned some things about that game that I wish was in VRChat just by default. Like there's like this props thing too. That's pretty cool. A prop is basically just a props. I don't know what all you can make them do, but it's something you can interact with. You can spawn in like a prop in Gmod. It's not attached to your avatar, it's just attached to your account. So it's something completely different. And I thought that was really cool. That's a cool idea. There's going to be this call feature, so you can call over the menu. That'll be really cool. Things like that. And the developers actually say you can mod the game. At least that's what I've heard about it, rather. I haven't actually seen anything from the mods themselves. The developers themselves. I'm kind of using mods and mods interchangeably for moderators and modifications. But that's what's going on right now. That's why a bunch of people are upset. We lost a bunch of avatars because, we were able to favorite a bunch of extra avatars, and now they're all gone. Back to 100. And yeah, that really stung, because I had to just shed off a bunch of avatars. And well, yeah, actually, that's just about it. I hope you have a good day, and bye.
关张喜怒哀乐都融入粉末，陈词唱穿又如何？白骨青灰皆我。乱世浮萍远看烽火燃山河，违背未敢忘忧国，哪怕无人知我。台下人走过，不见旧颜色，台上人唱着心碎离别歌。 情字难落寞，他常续雪来河，西幕起，西幕落，谁是客？洗着水袖起落，唱悲欢，唱离合，无关我。山开合，锣鼓上有落，溪中情，溪外人，凭谁说？关张喜怒哀乐都融入粉墨，陈词唱串又如何？白骨青灰皆我。乱世浮萍人看烽火燃山河，位卑未敢忘忧国，哪怕无人知。乱世走过，不见旧颜色。台上人唱着心碎离别歌，情字难落寞，他常续雪来河。西幕起，西幕落，谁是客？你方唱罢，我登场。莫嘲讽月夕，莫笑人荒唐。也曾问青黄，也曾铿锵唱。心系，莫笑人荒唐。思量，道无情，道有情。怎思